Good evening, folks, and welcome back to Sable. Last week we began our gliding, in which we set out into the world and discover what kind of profession we want to pursue and what kind of person we want to be. As is tradition, our nomadic village scattered after we accepted our gliding mask. And now we are out and about in the world, exploring ruins and doing favors for people as we try to discover who we are. Also, we found, like, an abandoned spaceship, so that's cool. And some climbing gear. That's right, we chatted with the ship's AI a little bit. And a bunch of its, like, archives are damaged, so we're gonna have to figure something out. Say hello to Siren. No unread messages. Bye. Sable says, well, we're really sci-fi now. Yeah, it's so cool. I do love me a used future. Did I fall on the wrong side? Nope. I found the right side to get some scrap metal. Also, I see another chum over there. My controller vibrates when I get close to them. But also, I could see this one because it's bright pink and a very gray spaceship. Oh, it has the Skyward Sword problem. I see. Where it's going to tell me about it every time because I closed the game out. That's okay. Where did I park my bike? I'm glad we finally found some scrap metal, because I remember, like, the junkyard guy was like, hey, bring me scrap, and I was like, I don't think I've seen any, but I'll do it. Alright, we got that chum already. Oh, there it is. Alright. The Bridge of the Betrayed. We need to catch more fish. Alright, we gotta go to Ekria. We should look for more of Saren's terminals. We should bring any scrap metal to Alton. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Burnt oak, yes? Alright, let's go. The screen does get bright when we fast travel. Oh, you like parking sideways. I see. I see you're fancy with it. Oh, easy. Oh my. You okay? Goodness gracious. Bonked. There's our dash. Okay. Scrap guy's in here. Alton barely looks up at me. Looking a bit way down, Sable. Hope it's scrap. Sell scrap metal. I fetched everything I found for him, handing it over piece by piece. I say goodbye. Alright, so that's just like an ongoing quest then. That was a decent amount of cuts. I believe we learned last week that cuts are like scraps of the ships. Alright, the big chum queen wanted 15 of these, I think. So it's gonna be a bit. We should look at the map is what we should do. I kind of want to go back to the bug nest. I think we might have not explored it fully. But yeah, I've been really enjoying the blend of like low and high tech, as I mentioned last time. It's just such a cool contrast. Hello, big beetle. Well, there's definitely stuff over there. How do I get in there? Haha, yes. Alright, we got some cuts. It was mostly cuts. Okay. It was all cuts. Alright, this was the alternate tunnel that led to like a smaller room where they like discovered how to draw the beetle away. But like we found this after we figured it out for ourselves. So it was cool, but it didn't really help us. Hi, Turtle. Good to see ya. Your stream earlier today was a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna grab that game you were playing later. And then wait for a very long time to play it myself so that I do not remember all the puzzle solutions. Looks like there's quite a few entrances to this place. Alright, another 20 cuts. Will this pop out on the other side, or... doesn't look like it. Dang. The sound of the desert wind is so cool, though. Alright, that one is just closed off. Ooh, I can pop into this one. Oh, my controller is wiggling. I think there's a chum in here. Beetle husk die. Ooh, I wonder how that's gonna look on my bike. My controller is still wiggling. Where is the chum? Ah, there you are. Turtle says, thanks. I say it's worth a grab, whatever. Yeah, it seemed like a really fun, funny game. What was it called? Like, Zephyr, a thief's tune, or a melody, or... It was something along those lines. But, yes. For those who don't know, my good friend, Silent Turtle. He's been popping into these streams for a while, and we hang out outside of them. He's fun to hang out with, and I don't know what his schedule is, but when he's streaming, you should go say hello. You should say hello to Turtle anyway, because he's cool. Zephyr, a thief's melody. Okay. It looked like a blend of, like, Wind Waker, but, like, on a smaller scale, and, like, a Sly Cooper game. Seemed very fun. I wasn't much a fan of the scale of Wind Waker personally, so maybe Zephyr will treat me better. Nah, Sable's fine. Okay. Alright. Turtle says, yeah, I'd say that is accurate. Yeah, seemed like a good time. For sure, for sure. We can do it. Oh, we can do it. Okay. I thought I saw something glowing, like, ominously in the distance. I'm not sure what that's about. I also don't remember what angle I saw it at, so we're gonna have to mess around a little to find it again. Was it from this side? I don't know. That looks interesting. I don't know if we've been there yet. I don't think we have. Okay. Sable. It reminded me of PS2 platformers, like iNinja. Ooh! Ooh, okay. Fall damage isn't real. I gotta call my bike. Ah, hello. There you are. We're going that way. Ew. So I'm not gonna lie. This game seems like, well, niche. It seems like it would be very beloved by the people who do decide to play it. So I'm hoping that I can find like a fishing guide or something later so I can get all the fish. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to be, where I'm supposed to be fishing for some of these guys. Like, can I fish here on this tree? Because apparently the fish like plants or something. Like, we're around plenty of trees and bushes. I don't know what I'm gonna get from here. But I have to find specific fish, so hopefully someone is like, here's where you can find these. Because otherwise I'm just gonna keep getting bellow guppies. Turtle. Step 1, fish. Step 2, catch fish. Step 3, world domination. I don't know if I need world domination. I kind of just want to fish. I don't need to rule the world. I don't think there is a world domination mask. I don't think that the fish like the tree very much. Okay. 1 million bellow guppies later. Sable says, but snack. Everybody wants to rule the world. Well, I don't. Sounds like a lot of work. And that's a lot of languages I don't know. If someone has an agenda, like, they could lie to me about what, like, a diplomat saying or something. It would be such a pain. Did I ping the wind tower a second time? I think I might have pinged the wind tower a second time. Because that was just some rocks. Ooh, long bones. Ooh, spooky woods. Can I go into those? The sand's even a different color here. That's cool. You know what? This place looks promising. Let's catch something that's not a bellow guppy. Turtle. New fish in the spooky woods? I sure hope so. Oh, wiggly. Very wiggly fish. I messed up! I didn't get it! Turtle, one of 2 bellow guppies. I'll cry. Back! Oh my gosh. Fast. Fast and speedy and quick. Maybe we're not prepared to fish here. I'll try one more time. A little kicker. This small fish has a split fin that it uses to propel its way through the dunes, as if it had 2 legs kicking back and forth. Okay, one more. It wasn't a bellow guppy, though. Holds promise here. Will you come back here? Will you come back here? Ah, so you are the common fish of this region. Turtle says, watch out for the little kicker, just in case they stand up out of the ground and chase after you. That would be incredibly funny. There's definitely tougher stuff, but I could not catch it. I wonder if catching the starter fish for the angler would get me a better fishing rod. But also, like, I can only find those stupid guppies. And the darts. Which the angler does not need. So who even knows? This looks like a place. Okay, we made it. Hit the wrong button when I was falling. Let's try again. If we jump from a high point in this tree, maybe? Maybe. We can make it. Yeah, I fancy our chances a bit better here. Oh, that ledge might be a problem. Alright, I don't think we're making it up there. Not yet. We're gonna have to find more chums. Ooh, big dome. Is this that big city everyone was telling me about? Hey Rana, how's it going? Rana says this game looks nifty. Yeah, this is Sable. Not to be confused with my Sable, who is home from work today because not feeling well. Petrified Forest, Center of Brunswick, Marrowbone Station, Pirausta's Ruin. And what is this? What is this place I have found? Is this place still used, or? The watch. That sounds ominous. Rana, tired from overtime and still got 1 day to go. But I think I'm coming down with something. Oof. That is always a rough position to be in. Did I just steal a butterfly out of the air? That's awesome. Now I have 2, so they can be friends. Oh. Controller's vibrating. There's a little guy. Somewhere. Further in, maybe? Controller's not shaking anymore. I wonder. Maybe on top of the building. Grana, I think I'm feeling under the weather due to anxiety. Ooh, even rougher. That one's arguably worse because it's like, I don't need to feel sick, but your brain is like, but what if? And it goes in a little loop and it's awful. Sable felt on being sick. Yeah. Poor Sable had to take the day off today. On the upside, I get more time with Sable. But at what cost? The cost is that Sable is sick, and that's not fun. For anybody. Grana says, yes, exactly. Ain't a pill for sad brain. Well, there is, but they make me feel funky. There are a few pills for a sad brain. But, yeah, I've got friends who have tried a bunch of them, and they haven't hit quite right, so, you know, best of luck to you, girl. For sure. Well, that's just a boat. I'm sorry, it's a very big, nice boat. It's a very cool boat. It's not just a boat. I'm sorry, boat. Anything under the boat? Oh, you're not a boat. Gesundheit! Ah, my poor Sable. Okay, so not a boat. Possibly a creation myth? Or something? Some kind of story is being told. Rana says the footsteps of the character keeps making me think that there's a drum track. No. They're simply big steps. Or at least loud steps. I think you can occasionally hear, like, a heartbeat when I'm in the, like, glide bubble thing. This looks interactable, but I don't have the interactors yet. Rana says, this game is hitting the right buttons in my brain to delight me. Good. Glad it's delightful. It has also been delighting me. Ooh, is that like a mask face thing? We had one of those back at the village. What's that about, huh? I hope I haven't accidentally wandered into like an endgame place. Are these? Different masks and professions, maybe? That's interesting. I wonder if we're maybe not supposed to be here yet. I wonder if maybe we have to come to the watch later. What is that? Hello? Well, I turned something on. Rana, you have journeyed far and seen so much. Actually, I just walked in here because the door was open. A flash of light shines off something behind my eye, and a piece of knowledge forms in my mind. The sunstone manifests when the machinery is in place. When the sun casts shadows, provide the stone the answer it seeks. Okay. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what I'm looking at yet. Sable, you activated the Wi-Fi. Ah, of course. The ancient Wi-Fi. I might want to come back to the watch later. This feels very like your journey is culminating here. I feel like I'm here early. I'm glad I found it, though. So I'll be able to zip here whenever. That'll be nice. Tenko says, "Hi, you should definitely activate the dubious contraption." Hi, Tenko. I don't want to end the game immediately if that is what this place is. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. It just seems endgamey and kind of important. Maybe I'm wrong. If I find another building that's exactly like this somewhere else, then we'll know. Oh, the chum's on the roof. Okay. Rana, like the Dream Barbecue game where I accidentally skipped to the end because of my need to explore. I mean, there's a couple ways to get to the end. It sounds like you might have just taken the faster route. Rana says, I missed out on so much content. I have great news for you. The game is still there and you could go play it again. You can go see more, I promise you. Right. This place feels super important, so let's leave. I think it might be too important for me right now. Sable. I remember playing Fallout 3 for the first time and accidentally skipping a quest step in the main story quests. Oops! How it goes. How it goes when the world is open and you are free to explore and do what you want forever. Alright. Stamina come back. I wonder if these are the things that, maybe not. It looks like the one that was near the ship, though. Rana says, oh yeah, 3 was so bad with that. Sable. Yeah, if you know where to go, you can skip, what, 70% of the main story? That's incredible. Game built for speedrunners and speedrunners only. Alright, is there like another ring past this one? Is this one the start? This one might be the start. Let's see. I wonder what activating these will get me. Oh. Oh, maybe this does have to do with, the spaceship we found. Ah, we clipped through the world a little, but that's fine. Thread the needle. Reveal a Hickory Arc monument. Hmm. I wonder what we'll get in there. If anything. We might just get lore. Which would be cool. But also, I would like if we got some sort of item or thing. Item or thing. I'm firing on all cylinders right now. Looks pretty good for being freshly unearthed. Rana, I've been meaning to ask, are you rebranding as a wolf and no longer a RoboCat? Yes. Okay, well, we got an artifact. Quest started, an ancient race. Where are we? Way the heck out here. I activated an old monument by driving through some strange rings. Inside the monument, I found a ring-shaped artifact. I wonder what the ring-shaped artifact is for. Me too! I don't know if we'll get any clues here, though. This seems to specifically be here to store the artifact, and that's it. Ooh! There's a balloon. We can get a map of the area. I hope it's not too pricey. Is that the sun? No! That's the moon! It's setting! Okay. There's also a big skeleton that way. Alright, looks like we gotta, like, platform up, starting from, like, down here. Let's hop off our bike and begin the climb. This area definitely feels like in another game it would be super haunted. And maybe it's still super haunted in this one, but I feel like, I don't know, we're not gonna get hurt. More chalk butterflies. I guess it makes sense we can pick up butterflies. We grabbed some beetles earlier. We're just out here picking up critters from the air. Shoving our hands in the sand. There's the sun. I think. Alright, that... No. This? Yes, I think. Go this way? Ooh. We slid quite a bit there. Sable found something cool in Guild Wars 2. Yahoo! Ooh, a treat. Ah, some more cuts. Beautiful. Oof, okay. Didn't work out quite as well as I hoped it would. I think that music's coming from the map maker. We'll explore these ruins after we've made it to the top, I think. Don't want to lose my progress. Cartographer's balloon! Woo! Awesome! Hello! My presence surprises the cartographer, which in turn surprises me. Whoa, where'd you come from? You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I approached you from the front, but it's not worth explaining. I clearly came from below. Can I buy a map? Here's what I have. Okay. We'll grab the bench. And we'll grab the map. A map of the wash. Chalky deposits punctuate pink sands. This map is made and sold by members of the Cartography Guild. Also, cartographer bike wings. I don't know. I'll just grab the stuff that I need, I think. Glider. What can I find in this region? They seem thrilled to be discussing this with me. The Petrified Forest is wonderful. If you venture inside, you might see some of the giant geodesic stones. And know what fun creatures you might find lurking nearby? Then marrowbone stations tucked safely beneath the bones of an ancient giant. They say that last bit with some added flair. I appreciate their theatricality. Oh, and if you've never seen The Watch, well, let me just say there are few engineering feats quite as resonant. And finally, Piarausta, the Great Worm. Most people will tell you it's just some ancient monument, some sort of tribute to something, but I think it may have been alive once. What other regions are we near? If you are feeling adventurous, head west through the Badlands to the Black Sands of Hakoa, and to the north you'll find Sansi. Thank you. some cuts to replenish the ones I just spent. Whoa, what's this? Well, it had more cuts in it. And, oh, yay, chum, yay! I like how weird the chums are. This is clearly like the back half of a transport. Alright, I guess maybe the music was coming from down here. Oh, another chum. How about that? Someone used to be here. Wonder why they ran off. Woo! I think that that's where that, like, city is. Where's my bike? There's my bike. Alright, let's go to the bones! Oh, right, our map. Look, we got more map! Pardon me. Oop. Oof. Okay. Oof. Right. The bones. We're going to the bones. Yep, this looks like a settlement, all right. Marrowbone Station. I should park. Does it matter? No, but I'll feel better if I do it. Machinists do not startle easily, but this one jumps at my greeting. They give a frantic wave. Glider! Yes, good to see you. Meet you? We've never met, I don't think. So yes, good to meet you. I'm Kalan. Kalan rocks back and forth, ball to heel. There is a speedy twitchiness to them, and their words emerge like a too swift rush of wind, picking up little stones and twigs as it washes over the dunes. How's your, life going? Thank you, Sable. Things are very exciting, but challenging. Very exciting. I've been enjoying. Exciting! Good! It is very apparent that Kalan barely registered my response. I'd like you to do something if you're free, or, well, if you're not, whatever. I'd like you to do something for me. It'll be a little bit of fun, I promise. And it'll earn you a machinist badge. Quick and to the point. See? I know you gliders like that. Speed. And things like that. Anyhow. What do you want me to do? Well, I want you to receive a machinist badge, and for that I'd like you to report on something of me. Think of it like a mission. Isn't that fun? Sort of? I take a breath to speak, but Kalan has no time for it. You'll need to use your head for this one. I want you to go to the watch and take a reading of the sun. You'll find the equipment a bit, well, you know, outdated, underdesigned, cumbersome, archaic, perhaps. Whatever the word, it all still works, and that's what's important. Take the reading, and if you do it right, the face door in the central chamber should open. Once you've seen what's inside, come back here, tell me about it. Good? I open my mouth for whatever is the shortest period one can open one's mouth and get no room to speak. Perfect. Yes, thank you. And thank me too, because you'll have more than earned the badge. Go on. See you soon. Can't wait to hear about it. Kalan waves me off. I say goodbye to Kalan. Okay, so now we know what we're supposed to do with the watch. So, good news, it's not endgame. Also good news, we can just warp there. Hello. Merchant Thiago. Greetings, glider. Care to peruse my wares? Tell me about this place. Not many make it down to this part of the world. Most don't like the bones littered throughout the dunes. They see even the chalk deposits are ancient bones worn down by the sands. If you're so inclined, however, there is not a more arresting landscape in Midden. Goodbye! Alright, and what have you got to trade? Okay, you've got colors. You've got bike parts. And you've got clothes. I think I'll pass for now. But maybe later I'll grab them. I kind of like my current fit. Dr. Sura. I'm studying different flora and fauna across Midden at the moment. We can treat a lot of things using old tech, but we need to be more and more careful how we use that stuff. It's not accessible to everyone out in the dunes. It's hard to move, and if you lose power... We're starting to make progress with more local, non-technological remedies, but there's still a lot out there to study. It's so interesting that they, like, have the tech and have to, quote-unquote, work backward about it, you know? Have to reverse engineer it a bit. Alright, let me in. My clan has always been in the wash. We rarely venture beyond its borders. They say the chalk mounts were once bones of dead creatures, killed by the fall of the whale and left to erode over time. It's a bit creepy to think about, but the thing that really gives me the spooks is that petrified forest. You can hardly see your hands in front of your face in there. It's not so bad. This is Ofu, the innkeeper of the camp. What can I do for you? Glider, I've got a little job you can do for me. What's the job? I need some orange-ringed beetles, 3 of them. And I figure there's none better to ask than a glider. Our love of tasks is greatly saturated. That's true. Really, that's the only part I miss about my gliding. You get to help so many people and learn so many things. The rest of it's just sand in your bits. The gliding. Just sand in your bits. I ask where I might find the beetles. There's a nest northeast of here that should have a few, but if you've never collected orange-ringed beetles before, I'll say this. They're skittish. Second you approach, they'll burrow to get away. You want to lure them over to somewhere undiggable. I tell her I'll do my best. All these people want me to collect bugs, and you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for them, and then I'll keep some bugs. Some extra bugs. Just for me. Scrapping in an easy mask to wear. It's bloody dangerous and dead lonely. I guess that's why we do it, eh? Either way, every glider should check out the old scrapyard up Burnt Oak Way. He'll sort you out with some badges or cuts if you deliver any scraps you come across on your journey. That's true. He asked me to do that, and I have done so far. I wonder how much you gotta turn in for a badge. The atmosphere in the tent is intense, uncomfortable. I can't tell if the mask caster is human or something else. I've heard about mask casters and stories about glidings before. Gliders should collect 3 badges of ascent and bring them to the caster, for whom the mask shall be cast. I should look for more badges. I leave. Okay, do I not have enough of the cartographer ones then? Nope, not quite. Okay. I guess I've seen 3 cartographers, but only 2 of them offered badges. That's right, the one in town where I started didn't. Hello. The herder seems to be somewhat agitated. What's the matter? I'm completely doomed. Not a single one left. All of my camels have gone. I knew I should have never left the clan. They were right. I'm completely useless. I extricate myself from the awkward situation. Poor guy. Okay, so we can't help this guy find camels. I don't see why they would leave. This poor dude. Right, okay. I guess we're headed back to the watch. Or we can go and get some bugs over there. Is that northeast? No. No. We're going the wrong way for everything. Okay. Let's go get bugs. Are we going the right way for bugs? Yes. I think that's the last quest we grabbed anyway. Yes. Let's go get bug. We never did get to the big city. We got distracted immediately. In my defense, there are a lot of cool things to climb. Ooh, more rings. Wait, are these the ones we got already? They might be. They are. Okay. Bonk. Oof. It's a good thing me and my bike seem fairly resilient. Don't lose your bike. I'm literally on my bike, but thank you. Are we at the bugs yet? Getting close. Ah, this must be it. Sable. That's a rock fact. Hello, is this where the bugs live? Knock knock. More butterflies. Can I not climb that? Nope, I accidentally summoned my bike. Hello! Lots of big old cables. Do I gotta turn a bunch of stuff on? Looks like maybe. Okay, that one's on. Don't know what that does. Oh, this will be interesting for sure. Battery restored power. A whole, like, sideways dungeon. Let's just make it to the next tier. Oop. Okay, that's fine. We landed on this. Come on. We got this. Ooh, some scrap. Thank you. I'm not seeing anything further up. Maybe we gotta toss this down? Because, I mean, I didn't see anywhere to put this inside. Aha! There we go. Over here. Toss it over. Put it in. Alright. What's in this other chunk of the ship? Atomic priesthood? What on earth? Ooh, that's interesting. Worn by the enigmatic atomic priesthood, beaten into shape from old ship parts and decorated with cloaks that represent different rankings. I do kind of like our bouldering top, but that's a nice piece. like there's anything else to grab in here. Or activate. Looks like that only opened the door. Sable says, Atomic Priesthood sounds super metal, right? Very cool for sure. There's so much cool stuff in this game. I like how this world is coming together. Alright, I'm supposed to be looking for bugs. Okay. I keep accidentally calling my bike. So I already felt under my feet when I was like tip-tapping around in there that there's like rocks in there as opposed to sand. So that's what this all hinges on, I think. So this is like the food that the beetles like. So if I put it like, here on the rocky part, and then back off, they should investigate it. I don't know if that guy's gonna pay attention to food, though. Yeah, seems more interested in running into the wall over and over. What if I put it on, like, the edge? Nah, he's busy. Alright. We need 3, but I'd like to collect more. If at all possible. It looks like there are plenty around at least. Is there enough rocky terrain is the question, I suppose. A lot of these beetles seem content to, run into stuff and not eat treats, though. Oh no, I hope nobody eats these treats that I'm putting out on the floor. Oh no. I hope nobody eats these succulent treats I'm setting down. Sable, I ate them, sorry. You're not the beetles though. Here they come. And a bonus beetle. No, we're having the birds allowed. Is there something up top there? Or is that just more birds? It might just be more birds. But I will investigate. Are those different chips than the one I was messing around with? I think they are. My poor Sable. Ooh, more caches. Alright, we got some cuts. Very nice. And some more cuts. And that's all that's gotten it, I suppose. Right. Let's head back to Marrowbone. Chat up the innkeeper. Greetings, Glider. What can I do for you? I hand the innkeeper my collected beetles, and she claps a little before taking them and setting them gently aside. Well done! Hope this one was fun for you. And if it wasn't, well, you still earned a nice badge for your trouble. I thank the innkeeper for my badge and go on my way. I do love that, like, we don't appear to get hurt, so we don't ever have a need to stay at the inns, but there are inns everywhere anyway. I don't know, something about that just tickles me. Like, sure, we can do stuff for the innkeepers, but we never have to actually use their services. Right. Ah, one short on everything if I wanted a badge made. Badge? Mask. Alright. Now, let's go to the watch. And see what we can figure out. I see another chum up there. Alright, hang on. More roof climbing. Awesome. I got an achievement for using my little funny bubble thing. Let's go. You. Come here. Nah, I thought this might be like an interactable, but it's just leaves. Okay. Let's go into the watch for real. I wonder if this is like a smaller version of what we need the big one to do. I'll try and keep it in mind. Alright, well, the last time we came in here, we activated it, so we should be able to just start pulling levers, right? Okay. So outside they were all... I should have taken a screenshot. Okay. Okay. Now let me look at it for reference. Okay, so like the big like arcing part and the panels are pointed in opposite directions. So I'm guessing that's what we have to do here for it to work properly. Because right now they're pointed the same way. Which one do you spin? Alright. Hopefully, if I'm referencing this right, we won't need to touch that one anymore. Now we just gotta head across to that far one over there. Ooh! A die for my bike! Awesome! Okay. And a chum. We're finding lots of treats here. Oh, we've got enough to turn in for more stamina. We should make sure to do that. Okay. Looks like reaching it from this side might be tricky. We might have to, not do that. Yeah, we might have to climb these stairs again and go the other way around. Gesundheit. My poor Sable. The indignity of this world, my Sable must suffer while I go through the Sable Desert. I feel like it might be tricky either way. Unfortunately. It's fine. If we can, like, climb it. I hope we can climb it. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Literally fine. Okay. Alright, now we just gotta spin this one. Alright. That was exactly what we needed. Now we just got to figure out what it's pointing at and activate it. Where am I putting the sun? Oh, one of these. Okay, well, I mean, it's open, but... Goodbye! I'm sure that's fine. I wish I had a way to make the time pass. You know? The sunstone manifests when the machinery is in place. When the sun casts shadows, provide the stone the answer it seeks. Okay. It might be a bit before that happens. Because, like, it's nighttime, I think. I'm just worried if I wander too far away, I won't be able to get back here in time for the sun to, like, to answer the sun, you know? And I don't want to just guess. Like, sure, it's a 1 in 6 chance and we could brute force it, but that feels a little mean almost in a weird way. I don't know. Maybe I'm being silly. Alright, let's fast travel to the chum layer and get some more, stamina. And then we'll travel back here to the watch. Alright, so it looks like time doesn't really pass when you do that. That's good to know. The chum layer. I greet the queen chum. The queen asks me if I have eggs. Goodbye. How many did she want? 15. Oh, do I have 10 plus the ones I already collected? No, I have 12. Okay, I don't have enough yet. Never mind. Sorry, ma'am. Okay, I didn't realize it was still counting the ones I'd already turned in. That's why I got confused. Okay. Also, I felt my controller shake. Is there... Ah, there's one on the freaking layer. Silly! Go inside, you little doofus. You goober. Imagine giving her this one and she's like, I don't think that one should count. That one specifically. It would be very funny. I don't think this is the kind of game that would do that, though. What other things can we do in the middle of the night? Fly through those rings, maybe. Or bike, I guess. Yeah, there's some rings over here we did not go through. I didn't realize it would open something. Oh, there's quite a few, okay. Where do they start? Or does it not matter and I just had to get them all? Okay. Looks like we just gotta get them. This might also be, like, an end of the sequence. Okay. I don't know how much the order really matters, but it feels nice to do it, like, you know, in the line that's presented. All right. Alright, another Hicaric ring. Hicaric? I wonder if the ship knows anything about that. I can't climb. Cannot climb the middle of ships. It's probably too slippery. Luckily, I don't have to go through the whole thing anymore. Just to get anywhere. I'll see if these rings have anything to do with the ship, and if they don't, then we will head back to the watch so we can finish the sun puzzle. Okay. No interaction about it, so I'm guessing not. Alright. Back to the watch. Maybe some time does pass, actually. The night does seem to be lightening up a little bit. I'm not sure, but if it does pass, I'm glad we're here. Sable. Every time I hear The Watch, I keep expecting to see Captain Sam vibes involved. It's not Discworld! It's not Discworld game! I know there are a couple of those, though. I think they were point and clicks. I don't have a great track record with point and clicks, but For Discworld, I might find a way to play them. It's a fascinating universe. Well, very interesting folks. Alright. Sun's coming up. Luckily, we just have to watch this bottom part, I think. And once the sun is casting shadows, so I suppose around noonish, then we gotta see either something here will light up, or something here will probably light up. And then we will put the sun in the corresponding thing. And that will open the face, and we can see what's in there. Or we can no clip. No, we can't no clip. What if I wiggle the camera? No, okay. No cheating. No cheating. Alright, we're starting to get some light in here. Well, we should have our answer soon. I hope. I should investigate what's in the chamber. Oh my gosh, the sun again. Is this a model of the solar system? That's cool. Doesn't look like ours. I guess this is another world. In front of me, some kind of projection appears as if by magic, and in its floating geometry, I see the lights that blaze in the night sky. I see where we came from. As I focus on each element of this complex visualization, I realize that there is something being imparted to me, that I am reading and understanding things. Knowledge comes in new, yet feels innate, as though I am being reminded rather than taught. I decide to put my focus toward the second planet? The second planet is Midden, our sandy little home of an unremarkable rock, made warm and vibrant by the power and energy of the Perpetual. Looking at it this way, I see another side of the Perpetual, and cannot help but notice that we look ensnared and imprisoned by it, held in its grasp. A cold wind passes, but warms as I remind myself, no. We are not being possessed, we are being protected. I offer myself that comfort. I decide to put my focus toward the small planet nearest the sun. Emis and her 2 moons flit about the sun like moths dancing over flame. The goat-headed god, patron of the Abexi. Her wisdom and resolve made for some of my very favorite stories growing up. She always seemed more accessible than the other gods. My teachers would say that Emis is who we look to when Rohana is too preoccupied for us. I pictured her on the cliff above the Ewer, ever patient, ever open. They also said that through certain masks, one could see her shadow on the sun. Let's look at the sun. I can see clearly that the large glowing orb in the center is our sun, and so blindingly bright that I cannot look directly into it without feeling its heat radiate within my skull. Around it, celestial bodies move in a rhythmic dance. An unknown geometry. I look upon a shape that I struggle to describe. It is pure and strange geometry, so bizarre and yet so orderly that it cannot be organic. I know immediately that this is the Maw. This is the impossible thing that birthed the whale. I know from stories, from history, and from the knowledge that seeps into my brain here that this was made by living things, sentient ones with plans and intentions. But even though I know it, I cannot fathom it. Its scale is incomprehensible. The magnitude of it is such that even in replica I cannot look at it for long. Something in me loathes it. I don't know why. The glittering ring. Aeolion, a glittering ring of golden dust. Every little fleck looks as though it's floating on a breeze gently through the sky. Are these what make up the stars? The ringed planet. Karab and his wings. When I picture it, the ringed planet is populated entirely by beetles, living in a decidedly advanced society. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Hang on. I have a friend who's going to get a kick out of that. It would be the perfect place for Saima, I think, but I don't love the thought of it myself. It looks larger than the other planets. That would be a lot of beetles. Then move on. The twinned planets. The twin fish, coral, and cobalt. There seem to be small moons caught in their currents. The way they move is mesmeric, and it's hard to look away. It is said that these two are the most mischievous of the gods, and I recall the legends of them disguising themselves as children to lure kind nomads into the undercurrent of the dunes. Among the Ibexi, these stories of the twins are perfect for scaring the too bold and too young out of venturing too far from home. It's a wonder we ever get on with our gliding. Part of me wishes I had not recalled those fishes, though, and it'll be a challenge not to look askance at the next errant child I meet. Okay, I think we looked at everything. And there's a funny little box here. Ooh, pants! Practical trousers for working on bikes and other atomic gear. Pockets for tools everywhere. Let's look at the pants. I want to see the pants. I want to wear the pants. Maybe. I do like the pants. Look at all those pockets, though. Sable. I like that this game gives you a lot of outfit options, right? It's so fun. Alright, we learned lore. Alright, it looks like that one was going to light up regardless, so... Maybe these are days of the week? I don't know how the game would track it, but, you know. Anyway, let's head back to... Actually, let's take the long way this time. After all, the missionists that sent us this way wanted us to see what was behind the face, not what the reading on the big device was. So I don't think there's any harm in taking some time back. I'm glad I thought to take a screenshot of this thing so I could know how it was supposed to look. Okay. Ow. Oh, my bones. Ooh, come on, bike. Oh, come on, bike. Come on, bike. Okay. The bike's fine. Man, playing this game is making me consider a motorcycle. I'm gonna be honest. Sable. Bikes are cool. They are cool. Bikes are so cool. Motorcycles have always been cool. To be honest. To be very honest with everybody here. As a kid, I was like, wow, that's so cool. And as an adult, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I wonder how much of a effort it is to get a motorcycle license down here. Hey, found your thing. Come on, so slow. Have you taken a reading yet, Glider? Yes, I opened the door. And you saw what's inside? Yes? There was a model. Yes! Yes! Oh, that is so what I had hoped you'd say. What a solve! Well done, Glider. You must be tremendously proud of yourself using that little gliding mind of yours. I skirt past Little to ask if what I saw helps them. Immensely. More than you know. For reasons, well, suffice to say it helps me. With a few calculations and considerations of my own. But why are you asking about me? Did you learn anything? I pictured all the beetles. I pondered the perpetual. I was a little frightened by the maw. I pictured all the beetles on Karab. Let's talk about the maw. I tell them that I felt a strange revulsion to the maw and its magnitude. Something about it made me so uneasy that I had to look away. Fascinating! I can tell Kalan has long moved on. I'm not sure why they ask me anything, really, but I'm glad to see them producing my prize. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride at your sparkling little brain, and perhaps I'll see you in a machinist mask someday soon. Let's say goodbye. Alright, I think that we actually have 3 of a badge now. Oh my gosh! Look! We can make the machinist badge. Intense, uncomfortable. Claim the machinist mask. I show my machinist badges to the mask caster. It's wild that I have to reach in your face. Yay, we got a mask! Made from rough parts of old ships, beaten into a smooth, perfect surface. A mask beautiful because of its functional qualities. Interesting. I don't know if I like how it looks, though. On me. I think we'll stick with the Abexi mask just for now. Maybe one of the other masks will look more stylish to me. Oh, okay, it doesn't consume our badges. I wonder if getting more can lead to a fancier mask. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about this game. Well, I know almost not anything about this game. I realized I talked to them already. Oops. Ooh, I do like that blue. Yeah, let's rock the blue palette for a bit. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. I do like that. Okay. Alright, I want to go toward that shape over there. It kind of looks like a long-necked creature. The worm. Oh, we found the worm. A worm? Let's climb the worm. That only put me a little higher than it would have if I just straight up climbed. Oh well. Careful now. Easy, easy. Okay. I wonder what those foggy looking things in the distance are. Just hills? Ooh, there's a treat up there. Okay, if we can get to this lower one, then we can make it up with no problems, I think. Yes, what do you got? Awesome, money. We left their cash up here on the worm. Ooh, cool plateau up there. Let's go there at some point. We've nearly climbed the whole worm. I did it. I have conquered the worm. Ooh, there's something up there. Is that a chum? It is. Ah, so close. Heck yeah. Okay. So I turned in 5 before. So 1 more, and I should be able to go back for another stamina upgrade. Excellent. Ooh, I see another one. Guess what? We're going to go get a stamina upgrade. The chum layer. Yes, I see you. Hello, bike. Sable says, hey there, buddy, pal, friend, chum. Hi, hello, more stamina, pretty please. I greet the queen chum. Deliver eggs. Young Sable, so kind of you to visit again. You've helped us become quite a little collective. Her imagined voice is like a cool towel on the back of my neck. All the little ones you've brought home are so thrilled to be part of a family now. Yes. I'm the freaking strong. Stamina increased. You've spared them a life of solitude and distant wanderings. They are so grateful even now in their youth. I feel the power of the Queen's tears buzzing within me, even as I hold back my own. Now I'll need 20. Oh my god. Ma'am! Will I get to go in any of these doors eventually? I hope so. Okay, each of these is 5. So 20. There's a lot of chums to collect. Because that's the 20 I've already turned in. 15. Plus 5. Okay. That's 40. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10. At least 140, and I might have freaking missed some. That's a lot of chum. That's a lot of little guys. Well, seems that any, like, important areas will have to look for a few chum at least. Sable, so much chum. It's a lot of chum. Right, there was a plateau I was pointing at. It's out by the worm. Okay. Let's go to the worm. We're at the worm. Alright, and we're actually facing the direction of the plateau. Sable says, "Worm is clean. Time to sin." Oh my gosh. The freaking video. It's so goofy. Oh, it's not a plateau. It's like a building. A Coliseum? Is that the watch again? I'm gonna blow up. No? Okay, I'm looking at the watch, but the place I wanted to go is actually fairly close. Oh, it's this. Okay. I was gonna be so mad at myself. Can I make it up there with all this extra stamina? Let's find out, I guess. I don't know if the answer is yes. Dang it. Doesn't look like there's an easier angle to approach it either. Maybe? Yeah, nah, okay. We'll have to come back here another day. What's that? Okay, I'm going the right way. Thank goodness. Gotta go past the worm. Another crashed ship. I hope there's some scrap inside. That'd be excellent. Atomic disposal. Sure, that's fine. Alright, these let me in. Center of Brunswick. Scrap! Oh, my controller is vibrating. There's a chum in here. Second floor? If that, like, thing looks like. More scrap. The corner detection. Okay, there we go. It was acting a little weird at first, but I think we're good now. Yes, come on over. Okay. Yep, there's the chum. Come here. Sortable shelf. Hi, I would have been here sooner, but we got a PS5 today, and me and my sister were setting it up. I don't know how often I'm gonna personally use it, but I'm glad I can finally play Astrobot now, as soon as I get around to buying it. Good to see you, Sortable, and congrats on the PS5. I hope you find some cool stuff on there to play. You gotta let me know how it is. Oh, okay, this one battery is gonna be doing a lot of lifting, apparently. You, I think we can leave alone. I don't know what these affect yet. Okay. And, we'll leave this one on. Because it looks like we're gonna need to do a lot of swinging around. Alright, let's look for treats down here. Well, I don't see any treats, but, you know... Wait, there's some scrap over there. Let's go! Squap. Ooh, that looked like it was a lot of scrap, maybe. It might have also just been like, look at this box, it has scrap in it, but you know. Okay. Now I'm gonna need to jump onto there. And now we wait. I'm glad that, like, just clinging doesn't... Whoa, camera. Take up stamina. Ah, not quite high enough. Okay. It's fine, though. We've got some idea of what to do. Sortable. Thank you. I'm not used to how big of a console it is, by the way. It's huge. They gotta fit all the treats inside. Oh no, it started moving! Ah! Okay. Wanna be on top of it, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Alright, got some cuts. Now, how to get up there? That maybe? I don't know if I can reach it from here, but I'll try. Oh, let's go! I don't know if that's the way I was supposed to do that, but also... Guess who's doing it anyway, baby? Oh my gosh, hello! You the same one or are you a different one? I say hello to Saren. It is Saren! You have unread messages, Sable. Here are your unread messages. Recording O2. Another terminal blinks to life. The same language I've seen flashes across the screen before. Captain Singh? Yes, Saren? I've detected a potential pattern in the planetary anomaly. There's something strange about it. It should iterate into a chaotic system. But there seems to be a consistently repeating pattern. What does that mean? It appears that there is something sustaining it, Captain. We are unable to determine the source of this perpetual... It ends here. I push a few more buttons, but I can't bring the recording back. No, unread messages. Alright, so... The perpetual is what we call the energy that, like, lets me do stuff like, this. And the planet appears to be surrounded in it in the model we found earlier. I'm guessing the Perpetual has something to do with why all these ships that have come here are, like, in pieces and grounded as well. And maybe that cutoff recording is where we got the name for it in the world today. Possibly. Which is interesting. Yeah, it looks like we've grabbed all the scrap we could find as well. So we did good. We've got to find more spaceships to find more audio logs, it seems. Yeah, I think we've pretty much cleaned house in here. Alright. So ships are marked with those. That's good to know. Okay. I'm actually gonna head back up to Burnt Oak to turn in some scrap, first of all. But also, I want to see if I can get to, like, the big city from here that everyone was yapping about. Better have something for me, glider. Ooh, that was a lot. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's southwest of Burnt Oak Station in the northern Badlands. There's also Ecria. Okay. Let's head that way to Ecria. Am I facing the right way? No. How about now? Yes. Okay. I wonder if that's it. No, that's just big ol', like, rocky pillars. Man, what a pretty game. Alright, the sand's changed color, so we're definitely in a different region. Oof! It's fine, the bike's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, cartographer balloon. Perfect. Whoa, 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 whoa. With this, we'll be able to see at least some landmarks, and then we can skitter between them to look for smaller stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go. Sartable says, agreed, this is a nice looking game. I'm glad I can watch you stream this game without neck pain this time. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better, dude. Is there like a easier spot to start the climb? Let's take a look around. Yes. Oh, I can't grab birds. Whoa, hello. What have we got here? Another face portal. I can't step on them, but I can't pick them up either. Interesting. Maybe I've got to set something there. Oh, hello, chum. Gesundheit. Ah, poor Sable. Ooh, another butterfly. Awesome. Seems there's plenty to explore in this place. Take that door. Awesome. I'm so good at opening stuff. Oh! Okay, I see. How do I get you out, I guess, is the thing. Okay, I'll put you by the door. And I'll see if there's any, like, scrambling around I can do. It looks like the switch is on the other side of that, so I guess I have to get out and get on top of this building? To hit that button? Sounds about right to me. Sounds like the way this game's been flowing so far. Yep, lo and behold. Excellent. Okay. Guessing there's more puzzles like this around this place. Alright, that's the first. Those are some goofy looking birds. Alright, this one is also a puzzle, just kind of sitting out. There's one more to go. In here somewhere, maybe? No, I think we went in here already. Yeah, we found the butterfly in there. Maybe it's through here. We didn't go all the way. Got some more cuts. That's always nice. Ooh, there's like a trapdoor or a bunker or something. That's cool. Ah, here we go. This will take us further up. A little living space of some kind. I'm not sure what they want me to do with this bucket. Alright, another little stash. Interesting. Just making sure I'm not missing anything on this side. Okay. Up we go. It's very pretty out here. I was really hoping I could make that. Ah! Oh well. It's alright. We will get up there. Maybe a little easier to do from this side, yeah. Here we go. Ooh! Ah, we're at the balloon apparently. Let me up! So this cartography music. Hello! I say hello to the cartographer. Ahoy! You know, a surprising number of people show up here. Between you and me, I think they just want to feel tall. I decide immediately that he doesn't need to know whether that's my reason or not. Can I buy a map? Can I buy a map, please? I didn't even buy it. There we go. One map, please. And one badge, please. Hope that was helpful. Any local points of interest? Ask if there are any points of interest nearby, and his response feels refreshingly unrehearsed. I can only imagine how many times cartographers need to give the same information to visitors day in and out. The city of Ekria is close by. Have you been yet? And Five Bells Camp isn't too far either, he thinks. The Palm Forest. You ought to get a look in there, actually. Especially if you like mystery. There's a ruined ship in there that no one's touched for years. And speaking of ruined ships, the whales around here as well. You won't find many things older than that. The salt flats of the waste are to the northeast. Then southward, you'll start to see the sands going dark as you get into Hakoa, the Black Desert. And if you head east, they're sandsy. Alright, thanks. Anyway, my controller has been rumbling the whole time. There's definitely a chum here. Probably on the roof. Yep, there you are. Hello. Chumig! Alright. Is that the city? That might be the city. It's probably the city that way. Right. Let's go find that third, like, beetle. Just a second, there's something goofy I want to try. Hey. There was an achievement to fall from a great height, and I'm like, I hope this is high enough. And it was. So now I don't have to throw myself off anything else. Unless I want to get to my bike very, very fast. Now let's find this last bug statue thing. Grab that one. I grabbed that one. I'm guessing it's this way somewhere? Okay, I suppose the challenge is going to be getting it back, eh? Or maybe not so much a challenge. Water's not deep. Okay, challenge, but for different reasons. Alright, if it falls in the water, we'll loop around with it. I see. Okay. I think I understand. Excellent. Sturdy little thing, isn't it? Alright, let's see what's behind this face. Looking forward to it. What you got for me? Box. Monumental stone top. An incredibly crafted piece of ritual clothing. It is awkward to wear, but hard to take your eyes off. Interesting. Let's see how that looks. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty sick nasty. The machinist pants do clip it a little weird, though. We need to find more pants to mix and match all these tops with. We're finding so many shirts. Right, okay. East, Burnt Oak. South, Balfron Connection. Southwest, The Whale. West, Ecrica. Okay. Sable. Loot so many shirts from the desert. True. 1 million shirts. Let's finally go to Ecrica. Ecria. I don't know why I keep throwing an extra C in there. I keep moving it. It's Ecria. 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 We're going to Ecria. I need to give some bugs to somebody. Or something. Are you Ecria? Yes. No parking spots. That's fine. Need something fast, reliable, both, neither. We've got all sorts of bike parts just for you, Glider. What's going on? Power in town is down. Pays to have a quick ride out right now. Lots of folks are looking to head out if things don't get back to normal soon. Take care. What you got? Okay, we've got dyes. Ooh. Oh, the speedster parts are so expensive. Oh my gosh, and clothes! Okay. I would like fast bike. I said I knew a little bit about this game. And I do. I looked up bike stuff. Apparently the Speedster's the best one you can get. And, the price makes me believe it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the parts that I can get. And we'll come back when we have enough for the wings. See you around, Glider. Take care. We gotta find a machinist to customize this with. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to step on your wares. The whole of Ecria is on edge. Not good for business, I tell you. Even my regulars aren't coming now. Here's what I got. Okay, we've got food. The melancholy mushroom tastes nice despite the miserable name. Okay. See you around, glider. Goodbye. Lots of these people don't have anything to say. You have something to say. Oh no, what am I gonna do? They've lost power in town. The merchants have started hiking their prices and now I can't afford my tea. Oof. That's rough. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were a person or if you were just a suit of armor. You are a person. Oh my gosh, we have jail? Turtle. It seems one person failed the world domination part. I don't need to dominate the world, I promise. Hey, there's some lore over here or something. What do you say? Never mind, I can't read you. Garay is a climber in Ekria. He smells awful and his mask is about to fall off. Goodbye! Goodbye, Stinky. Oh my gosh, did someone put graffiti there? That's awesome. Alright, looks like the city guard is trying to calm the populace while there's no power. No one's happy about it. The guard towers over me. I can't tell if I've somehow committed some kind of transgression as he looks me over. He seems to be contemplating a decision of some sort, and mutters something unintelligible under his breath. And who are you? He responds sharply. Detective Inspector Guard Sandip. He pauses for a moment, looking around the square a moment before refocusing on me. Let's make good use of you. Me? I ask him how. Well, you're a glider. By your very nature an outsider. You belong to nothing and to no one, and therefore, you are capable of an uncommon objectivity. I wonder if I should share my myriad of popular, unpopular, or deeply subjective opinions, but decide to spare him. He seems to have much more to say. My name is Sandip, and I'm in the middle of a very serious investigation. There are few I can trust. You may have noticed that we find ourselves without power, yes? I like it, it's rustic. No, I did notice that. It's no accident. Someone stole the power core from out of the atomic heart, and the perpetrator eludes me still. I thought perhaps you might be able to help me solve this crime and bring the thief to justice. I'll help. I've already begun to picture myself darting in and out of the shadows, tracking the elusive power thief through the city. In my mind, I am swiftness and smoke, a creature of cunning and dexterity. Then Sandip hands me a rusted heap. This is an old power core. Scrap, really. But if you bring this to the mechanist for me, he can fix it and we can get this town going again. But, while you're there, I want you to ask if he has any idea who might want to steal something like this, and why. I'd ask myself, but... People are less forthcoming with guards? You get it. I see I've made the right choice. Report back when you've taken care of this. Yes, I'll be waiting. I say goodbye to Sandip. You have to do something. The power's been off for days now. Why don't we get drinking water back? Useless. Completely useless. How did we end up in a position where almost everything we rely on comes to a complete halt? Man, I feel this grumpy when, like, my freaking AC's off. I can only imagine. Gotta find the machinist, I suppose. Any cuts to spare? Anything would be appreciated, Glider. Here, have 10 cuts. There you go. Hope it helps. I see people will just park wherever in the city. That's how you can tell it's a big city. Oh, we found the machinist. Hazma is the machinist in Ekria. He's busy tidying up the workshop. It looks like someone has ransacked the place. What can I do for you, Glider? Customized bike. Actually, let's try it in the blue that we've been using. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's good. Anything else I can help you with? I have some questions about the power cut. Any idea why someone might have taken the core? He crosses his arms and looks down, thinking on it. Power is the lifeblood of everything we do as machinists. And our work exists to uplift the past and secure the future. Power supports the machines, and machines are bound to the people. I nod, listening. If you want to take power from the people, then you wish to make people powerless. He looks sad at this. So I think you'll be looking for someone who cares little for the common person. Where were you when the power went out? I was in the workshop, sleeping. Get most of my sleep there lately, if I'm being honest. He shrugs. That being the case, though, I didn't notice anything was wrong. Ask why not. Because I'm a machinist is why, and not one of us, no matter how different we may seem, would ever be caught dead without a backup generator. So I had a few hours good rest before I caught wise. I nod, accepting his answer. Who do you think did it? If I had to say, he touches a hand to his chin. Iria, the merchant. I tell him I'm listening, and he shuffles his feet, getting closer to me. His voice lowers to a low rumble.
Iria and her ilk run this town. The markets are their locus of control, and they've got their claws in the food stocks. Now imagine, if you will, what happens when the power goes down. All of a sudden, folks are stockpiling food, and Iria and her lot are hiking up the prices. And there's not a damn thing any of the rest of us could do. You should look into Iria. You'll find her weaving her web of corruption from around the beetle market across the bridge. You'll have to persuade her guard to let you pass, though.
I add Iria the merchant to my list of suspects. Anything else? I have a delivery for you. Hamza smirks, but his expression is warm. They've got you running errands, eh? People love to give me errands. Yes, that'll happen to gliders. Suppose folks see them as having that sort of direction as liberty. That means you aren't interrupting anything if you ask that they fetch something for you. I'll drop this thing off with stand-up when it's good and ready. Anything else I can help with? Yeah, what happened here? Hamza explains that this happened a few nights ago. He's got no idea who did it. Could this be related to the power going out? He seems more resigned and concerned about having his workshop ransacked, and indicates that he doesn't know who or why someone would do such a thing. I'm not sure I'm convinced by his ignorance, but I let him go. Anything else I can help you with? Goodbye! Oh, you look so cool! Okay, enough of that though. Good luck cleaning up your workshop, dude. I'm so glad that the big city has, like, a freaking detective investigation. So many people, nothing to say. Excellent, more cuts. At Greenfin. This is a disaster. No power means no filtered water. The oasis water isn't clean enough to drink on its own. Oof. The power being off means a lot of businesses stopped completely, but some market traders seem to have been able to take advantage of the situation, and deliveries have been busier than ever. Iria and her kind always seem to know how to squeeze blood from a stone, but this feels like things have worked out too well for them.
Maybe don't tell anyone I said that.
The doctor looks concerned and frustrated. This power cut, all of our medical equipment, prosthetic alignment, artificial wombs, it's all going to run out of power very soon if the energy doesn't come back. Those useless guards and machinists. Yeah, I'd be mad too. I don't know what is going on here, but hello. I imagine once, like, the water is flowing again, among everything else being on, this city will feel completely different. Like, I can see all sorts of lights that aren't on, all sorts of fixtures that look like they should be doing stuff. This is Rita, the owner of the Overhang Cafe. I have some questions about the power cut. I don't think I'll be of much help to your investigation. Any idea why someone might have taken the core? Whatever the reason, it's been terrible for business. I could ask more questions. Where were you when the power went out? Same place I am every day, here in the cafe. Who do you think did it? There's people coming and going every day in this town. It could be anyone. Farewell, Glider. I should probably check back with Sandup to see if the new power core is ready. Looks like I can still, like, jabber at people, though. Oh my gosh, that's just a chicken! Awesome. I make the best glass this side of the C-split. Well, normally I do, at least. The power cut has put my workshop completely out of commission. I need my furnace to work. It's not like casting little pots in sand. I've got a terrible backlog of orders already. Bike parts, ships, pots, architecture, you name it. Meet a chime maker called Anne. Ah, you have the husks that Aoife promised me. Here's a little something for your trouble. Oh, thank you so much. Farewell. We'll chat about Anne's work, and then goodbye, and then leave. Okay, you have a little guy either in here, or on your roof, or something. I can feel my controller wiggling about it. There you are. Come here. Chum. Ooh, wind chime die. I'm getting all sorts of treats in this big city. I can't wait till everything's working again. That'll be nice. Awesome! I found some pants in the sewer. Made from Hakoan metals, the lightness of these metals is unparalleled, allowing nimble movement and strong resistance in combat. I mean, I haven't really had to deal with any combat, but I'm glad that I found some cool pants. Right, a bunch of gates seem to be closed too. I'm still getting controller wiggles. Maybe I have to go into the sewers from another spot to get another chum. Right, I've been up here. I quite like it when the power is off. There's a sense of peacefulness to it. Everyone, please remain calm. We are doing all we can to restore power to Ekria. Who did this? Have you found out who it was yet? Are we under attack? Stand up rocks from the balls of his feet to the heels and back, please. Good news. Ozimul finished his work on the spare power core. I could use your help with it if you've got a moment. I can help. Perfect. I'd like you to take the new core to the atomic heart and plug it in. While you're there, see if you can pick up any clues about who may have stolen the original, yes? Clues? What sort of clues? I love a mystery. So long as it doesn't last too long, yes? Ozimul left a key card for you. You'll need it to unlock the front door. The central chamber is protected by a security code, but I'm sure you'll find your own way in. The thief managed somehow. To get to the atomic heart, head over to the substation just outside town and follow the power cable that runs through and under the sand. See you soon. Hopefully with news. Okay. Well, I would love to do that, but it is not only 10 p.m., but slightly past, so we are gonna have to do that next time. Let me call my incredibly fast bike over here. I hope it can find its way. Sable. Whoa, combat. I don't think I'm going to be seeing any of it. Heartbreak in the city. Right. You know what? The bike will show up if it shows up. Thank you all so much for popping in this week. I'm having a great time with this game, and I hope you guys are too. If you are enjoying the game, please consider donating to my Patreon if you can. There is a wolf-shaped button underneath the streaming window. If you cannot see it, try stretching your browser window out a little bit, as it does like to hide. We have 3 tiers available: $1, $5, and $10. Choose whatever works best for you. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a good rest of your evenings, and I hope you are all staying safe and taking care of yourselves. Good night, everybody!